Hello everyone, welcome to the introduction to the databases. My name is Igor and today I'll be your host. As a prerequisite for this class, I hope all of you have installed and running MySQL. If not, please look at README plus ping me in Skype or in Slack. I'll tell you how to do that. I'll send you a manual or I'll help you with your problems. Once you have it, you're ready to do the class. So let's get started. Today we'll be talking about information systems first of all. What is it information system in general? In general, it's just a system which has some information. We'll be talking about information systems in computer science, and mainly we'll concentrate on client-server information systems. Any kind of information system which we're gonna look at will have three main components. The place where information is kept, a tool, any kind of program, or basically this is a tool which allows us to operate with this information, because information itself, it's not very useful thing. You can imagine like a whole bunch of words. If you cannot compose a sentence out of them, it's quite useless. And also, this program is supposed to provide some sort of nice, useful interface so humans are able to understand this. Right, let's have a look in details. The place where information is kept is usually called a server. Usually it's a physical machine. Also, it can be virtual machine, or nowadays it can be even container if we are talking about Docker. Oh, hang on, someone is calling me. Yep, not anymore. Even a container, it doesn't matter much as long as we can have programs running inside of this server. By the program, we can mean databases. For example, MySQL is one of examples of the program. Mongo is another kind of database, is also another kind of program. Mail program is another one. As you can see from this thing, one server can host multiple programs, also known as services. Server provides services, and in our simple server, we have three services running: MySQL, Mongo, and Mail. Just an example. Server contains all the data, but the data is useless without interpreter of this data, without possibility to aggregate this data, without the possibility to query this data, without the possibility to add to this data and retrieve it back. That's why we have a tool. Tool in our case, it's MySQL. We'll be looking at it closely in upcoming questions. MySQL itself is just a program running on the server. We cannot see it. We only know that it's there. It's consuming processor time. It's consuming memory, but we cannot see it, and we cannot operate it. That's why we have clients. This is the third part. It's a user interface. Sometimes user interface can be nice and shiny, like graphic user interface. For example, Here you can see that I'm connected on my local host, which is my local server on the laptop. I connected to database of UserDB, and here you can see all the tables which I have in this table, or in this database, with all the information supplied. It's one of the kinds of user interface. Here I have another kind of user interface. This one is called command line interface, or CLI. CLI is a very wide used abbreviation for command line, so don't be surprised by that. As you can see, it shows us exactly the same things, but in different format. You also can retrieve this information, but you need to run queries and stuff like that. Graphic user interface runs it for you. I prefer graphic user interface, sorry, in Mesh. One more kind of user interface to the database is programmatic interface. This is what you'll be working with mainly as a developer when you get the job. You'll be making programmatic clients for the database. One of the examples is this one. It's one of the this is a script from one of the previous classes. It connects to the same local host, to the UserDB database, and it runs some sort of query there. This script is also a client. Right, let's have a look at what we are missing. One more example of information system is email service. As you remember from this nice explanation, we also have mail server on our server, our mail service on our server. I don't have any command line interface to it. I don't have any graphic user interface to it, but I do have this email client. Oh, this one actually is graphic user interface, but I don't have programmatic user interface. I don't run any scripts against this email server. I just go there, check my mail, this is it. Also, if you think a little bit about clients, here we can add one more kind of client. It's web client. Because for my mail, I also use web interface of Gmail, apart from this one. Yep. Here you have exercise. You need to come up with one more example of your of information system. I'm gonna make a pause here for 3 seconds. You also can can put video on pause and just come up with your example. Think about this a little bit. You work with information systems every day. One of the good examples is, for example, your phone. With your phone, you can retrieve your emails. Then you switch to laptop, and also you retrieve the same kind of emails. Then you switch to your tablet, and also you can retrieve the same set of emails which you retrieved with your phone, because you have email service running on the Google servers, and your clients are your phone, your laptop, your tablet. Come up with your own examples. Here is a pause. Right, let's get back. So, as it states here, information systems process and interpret information by means of computer and people. Yep, I cannot add anything more, and I'll see you in the next chapter.